So today is Plyometric day, and I'm currently warming up on the free motion machine. I'm going to do this video with commentary though, just so I can kind of talk about the exercises and everything I do in this workout, and also make a correction from the last plyo workout I posted. So yeah, right after this, I'm going to get into the workout. Feeling loose, ready to go. Going to start the dynamic warm-up, then get into more plyometrics. Alright, so like I said there, I wanted to do this commentary for you guys so I could go more into depth with this plyometric workout and also make a correction to the drop jumps, which I made in the last video. I referred to them as drop jumps when I was actually doing altitude drops, but I will make that correction later in this video. But here you can see I'm doing a pop-pop-tap motion. I actually got this exercise from an I Love Basketball TV video. I can post the link in the description, but it's basically just working on foot striking under your hip. And then I moved on to B-skips. Now, I haven't ever done B-skips, so I still need to work on the timing with these. I didn't feel really that comfortable doing them in this workout, but I have been working on them since this workout. I've tried them again, so maybe in the next couple workouts you guys will see these again. But after those B-skips, I did A-skips, and then but normally I refer to those pop-pop-tap warm-up as like a variation of an A-skip. So yeah, I finished up with those A-skips and then moved on to the stiff-legged hops here. I just did two-leg the stiff-legged hops. As you can see, I have my arms to my side, so I'm basically just forcing myself to use all my legs. And then I moved on to the single leg sprinting, and with this you really want to focus on using your arm swing to like basically drive that other knee up. And then after that I moved into rhythmic box or hurdle jumps. So as you can see, I jump over the first box and then have like a stiff-legged double tap over before I jump over the next box. And what I want to emphasize with these is the landing. So I focus on landing as much as I do jumping, just to prevent injury and just kind of keep, try to keep some longevity with jumping. But as you guys can see, I really focus on sticking the landing and then holding it for a second. This is just another angle. And then after that, I moved into single leg hurdle jumps, and these are a lot more difficult for me because single leg is definitely my weakness, but I've definitely been feeling stronger with single leg lately. And as you can see here, I'm still focusing on the landing. I mean, you guys can barely see it, but I'm still focusing on the landing with these and just focusing on the least amount of time on the ground just to explode over that next box. And then after these single leg hurdle jumps, oh, just another angle I wanted to throw in there. Try to get some cool angles for you guys. But yeah, after those I moved into depth jumps, which as you can see, which I also mess these up in another workout, but you guys will see that later. I had the box too high at the beginning. It was like, I think I had it at over 60 centimeters, but I dropped it here to, I think this is more around like 50 centimeters. That should be like the max drop height for these depth jumps. And as you can see, I just put the box back up to kind of even it out. But after these sets, I just worked with the 50 centimeters, and I also fell right there, which was pretty funny. But as you can see, I just dropped the box right there too, and I definitely felt like I was on the ground for less time, and just felt a lot more powerful when I dropped the box. And then after the depth jumps, I moved into, these are actual drop jumps, so it's basically staying stiff-legged, minimal knee flexion, just basically bouncing off the ground as soon as you touch. That's why, again, I have my arms at my side, so I use minimal arm swing, just really focusing on the ankle complex and my calf and just like my lower leg, just to bounce, just to reactively bounce and jump off the ground. And then after those, these are the altitude drops, which I referred to in the last plyometric video I did with commentary as drop jumps, but these are actually the altitude drops, just basically working on absorbing the contact of the landing and staying rigid and stabilizing the landing from the ground. I did those double leg and then single leg. I actually did these on a harder surface. This is like a harder clay type surface, I guess, or rubber surface, and I definitely had a hard time doing these single legged on this floor. But I really wanted to test myself and push myself. So that's, as you can see, I was like kind of flailing my arms, so not like cheated, but just to kind of absorb the contact a little bit more. But I'm still gonna work on doing those single leg from this point on. So after those, I then moved into just some like square jumps, just again reactive, working on speed with these, just like working on the elasticity and bouncing of the movement and just being as quick as I can. Basically, I just do these on each leg until I really start to feel it burning up to my glute. And if you guys are doing these right, you should feel it start to go up your calf. Like your calf will start burning, and then eventually, like, you should start to feel it in your glutes. So at that point is when I switch legs. And then after these, just to kind of explain these a little more. So basically, I like to do these in like either a figure eight or like a square movement, just something that isn't just forward and back, forward and back. You guys can mix these up by doing forward, back, and then side to side. But either way, I like to add some variety to these, so that way I'm kind of working in different. I'm working in different planes, and I'm pushing myself out of like a specific set boundary. I actually have to work to stabilize and go in moving different directions. Is what I was trying to say. So yeah, I just finished up with these on both legs. Definitely I talked about this before, but my right leg is definitely my weak leg. So I was able to do my left leg a lot longer. But that's why I've been trying to incorporate more single leg stuff, is because I know single leg is my weakness. So if I can work more single leg stuff in, I will anytime I can. I actually did a single leg contrast training workout today, but you guys will see that in the next couple of videos. But yeah, so I finished up with these ladders, and then I actually did a similar movement, but I actually did it with the letters of the gym that I go to, just to again like work on moving in different directions and challenging myself to also balance and stabilize, because it was a lot harder to stabilize by tracing over these letters, because I was moving in so many different directions that it was like I had to not really think about the next jump, but just really focus on controlling the movement the whole time. So these were definitely more challenging than just the straight like up front and back, side to side. So if you guys have something like this that you can trace over, or just push yourself to like jump in a different pattern, just to mix it up and keep it challenging, definitely do that. Or you could do like more of like a dot pattern and jump in like a figure eight formation, or just like I said, you could do side to side, front to back. Again, just challenging the directional movement of it, just to push yourself and push yourself to stabilize. And then after I traced over those letters, I just went into some ab movements. I did some hanging abs. I was kind of playing with abs today, just to try to do different new workouts that are different and challenging. I like to always do that for my core, just try to find different movements that are challenging and push me in different ways that I maybe haven't before. So I did these hanging leg raises, and I did I did a hold at the top and just like slowly controlled right here. So I came all the way up and then just slowly lowered it down. I really felt that movement. And then these are probably my new favorite ab movement. It's just basically, so I'm holding the TRX band and I'm rolling out. If you guys have ever done like an ab wheel, it's kind of like that, but I made these even like a step more difficult, I guess you could say. And I just basically let myself go, and then so I was basically working on that quick contraction of your abs like you would experience when you're jumping, because you have that, when you do the counter movement and then you jump back up, you have a fast contraction of your core. So that's basically what I was working on while doing these. So I started off slow, and then as you'll see in a couple seconds here, I think right there is when I started to actually just let myself fall. And just by letting myself fall, it's like it's forcing my abs and everything to just stabilize, because obviously it's like it's like my body is trying to keep me from actually falling on the ground, even though I'm holding the TRX band and won't actually fall. It's just I still experience that quick contraction of my abs. But that was pretty much it for this workout, and I just want to do the commentary for you guys to just go over some things and go more into depth. But yeah, that was it for this workout, and I want to thank you guys for listening to this commentary, and stay tuned for new workouts to come. And thank you guys again for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.